us now a very interesting, significant table about the doctrine of Messiah, coming from my book, End of Days, in Bible Code, the book that will enlighten, inspire you for the coming days of Messiah. As we see in this book, most of the tables show that we are now in the era which is called Messianic era, and the codes are Messianic codes. So this is a book, End of Days, in Bible Code, that you can get, you can read it in Kindle, and get it in Amazon.com. And this is a book on End of Days in Bible Code, which is a splendor of Jewish wisdom, Kabbalah and science, and connected. And in the preface, we wrote the book, Bible Code in the End of Days, introduces various tables relating to different topics. Some of the tables were found by the author and Professor Eliyahu Rips of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, including some with Professor Robert Harlick from the University of New York Grander Center. And then also other tables with Dr. Alexander Rothenberg. So all of this really you can see in the documentary of Richard Shaw that we brought also a lot of interesting tables there. And the table that you are going to see now is a table from the book End of Days. And this is the page which is written there. The first thing what is written here, in the center of this table is a sentence, Torah Mashiach, the doctrine of Messiah, with the word Eliyahu Rips and Matityahu. It's the meaning, Peshagila, its meaning he found. When he found the name Matityahu, my name, his meaning he found. So, because I found the meaning of this code. So let us see what you have in this table, which is very, very significant one, very important one, also as important message. In fact, I see that it comes in one book, which itself, most of it in one book, which is, all of it in one book, which makes it very significant. As I mentioned many times, this program that I'm using is Dr. Rothenberg, who is really Professor Rips. Both of them are from Russia, scientists from there, and he says, Dr. Rothenberg says that most important things are minimal best meetings in one book. And this is what you see here. So let us see now what we have in this table. So here you see in black, doctrine of Messiah. Why use the doctrine of Messiah? Because the Vilna Gaon says, his pupil brings it in a book called Ator, Sound, the voice of the turtle dove, that before Messiah, new things will be revealed in the area of Gematria, of letters, and this is called Doctrine of Messiah, Torah Mashiach. Then, what you have here more, you have here the codes that we did with Rips, Eliyahu Rips, you have Eliyahu Rips come here, Eliyahu Rips and Trezing, minimal is also best meeting with Doctrine of Messiah. Clearly showed that what Rips is doing with the codes is part of Doctrine of Messiah. This is really the year that he and Doron Witzum, both of them started the research on the codes, and this was the year, Hebrew 15736, the English 1976. And this is really the time that it started really, will be distributed, because up to there, people did not know about it. Only it happens that Professor Rips heard about it from Rabbi Shmuel Yaniv, and he brought the Rabbi Weissmandal, and then he told Doron Witzung about it, and they started, both of them, doing the research on it. So, this is what you have, it's amazing. Now, it is so interesting that it is like a command from heaven. Sofen ta'aseh, what you should do, because many rabbis said that it is a mitzvah to do it. Rav Shlomo Fisher says, because this is clearly proof, a strong proof, really, that Torah is from heaven. So it is really like a command from heaven. And we saw that other tables show there's a great merit for those who are doing it. So then, Matityahu, my name comes in because I tried to give explanation to the Professor Aralik wrote my explanation to the Twin Towers and so on, which I wrote a book about. Try to explain the meaning of the cause, what is behind. So this is what you have here, Matityahu. Meaning will be revealed. This is what he did. Now, what you have here is interesting. This is the year that the documentary really came out. It was 2015, 5775. And all this idea of the codes, as I said, started in 5736, 1976, as you see clearly here coming. And also the time came in Hebrew, Yera'eh will be seen. And this is exactly what comes out, that the codes are seen now all over here, television. So, interesting table, as I said, for my book, End of Days in Bible Code, that one can get, read in Kindle or by Amazon.com. So as I said, interesting and important table about the codes that no doubt, as we mentioned, the pupil of the Vilna Gaon brought clearly this is a sign, all these discoveries that we are very near to the Messiah. But yes, the codes always show that the end of days, to have Messiah, we have to repent, to return to God, to keep the Torah. So as I said, interesting table, no doubt. So many words in one book, really, Maybe not so many chapters, but the idea that you have minimal here, you have Rip's minimal, letter after letter, Matityahu minimal, and all these best meetings of the doctrine of Messiah, and all these shows, this is a real table. So I say that Professor Dr. Rothenberg, who did this, say that if you have so many things, minimal, and best meetings in the table, much stronger than statistics. So interesting and significant table, one of many in the book, End of Days in Bible Codes.